Notice anything different? Hmm? Hmm? Yep, that's right. I moved this exactly 2 blocks over. Well, welcome back. My name is Chuck Ross, and we're playing Minecraft. So, as far as this goes from last episode, I ended up doing a couple of things. Firstly, adding, I think, a third minecart instead of just the two. I went ahead and actually put the composter down there, which I had forgotten to do at the end of the episode. And then, if we come up here, I went ahead and bred up the foxes a little bit more, because 2 was just not cutting it. 3 was also kind of just not cutting it. Apparently 4 is the correct number. So, for future reference, if you're doing one of these, 4 is a good number to have. So, yeah, I did that because I needed more wheat. Eventually, I'm going to level all this out. We can talk about that when we get there. Not terribly important right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for today's episode, and I think we actually will build the greenhouse today. So let me show you what I want to do with that. I haven't built up a schematic or any sort of plan in another world. I was just like, you know what? I want to try building it with these blocks because I think they'll look good, but I don't know for sure. So I want to try doing it with the acacia, stripped, obviously, and then I think I'm going to go with the green glass, which I'm probably going to need to get more of. And I guess I'll go with the copper roof again. I think so. So let me get some of the stuff a little more together, and then I can start laying out this design and seeing if it's actually what I want. So I think for this, like I said, I want to use the acacia. And, okay, so we have this farm. The platform itself is 9 across. The walls around it make it 11. And this is essentially the center of where I think this build is going to be. Let me build up a little bit farther back here so I can show you what I'm talking about. Right. So if you look at the scaffolding, this actually goes all the way back to just the back corner there. So I'm expecting the wall itself right here to be the end point of this, and that should line up with that. This is centered on the hill now, because I don't know why, but I was saying I was going to center it on the hill, and then I just built it sort of like in the middle, like blocking the center column here. And I was like, well, that's kind of dumb. So I went ahead and moved it over and shrunk it down by, I think, 1 block on 2 sides. So there we go. But yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of freehand it and kind of talk through the process of what I'm looking for to do. So what I want is this side at the very least. Let's get the axe up here. I think, actually, especially since this is going to be enclosed, I probably only need this to be like a 2 tall roof. And maybe let's just do the front for now. So then that would have the actual, I guess, entryway at the, if you're going off the center, that would be right there, right? Yeah. And then the end point of this building, following this line over, would be here. Right. See if that's the right size. Yeah, actually, I think that's pretty much the size that I'm looking for. Okay. So for that, then we know that I'm probably going to want to bring this out. Okay, so if this is the center, let's mark that with a torch. On the right block, yeah, okay. So I am probably going to have a little bit of an entry, not too big or grand because this is just a greenhouse. So I think that'll probably come out to there. And I think that will be... Whoops. For now, I'll just do that. I thought I moved those so that they wouldn't be in the way, but now they're in the way of the view. Okay, so then I think I'm thinking what I might do is the center piece will be a little taller than the other ones. So going back to here, so that is now level with that side. I think that's level with that side as well. And I think, let's jump over here real quick. Okay, so that's the center. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, trying to think through this. Since I don't actually need the walls to be as tall as this, since this is going to be enclosed, I think I might actually take these sides down one. I won't worry about that one for right now. And then I will have on both sides sort of the roof gently slanting towards the center. And then this piece, which would be, let's see, assuming I use slabs, we're going to have 1 block for 2. It takes, I'm sorry, okay. Trying to think through how to say this while also trying to figure it out for myself. So to make 1 slab go from the bottom slab to the top slab, that's 2 blocks. So that's going to be 1 block of height, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Kind of trying to guess here. Oops. Probably ought to actually bring a bed over here, but this will also give me a chance to take a peek at it. Okay, that's a little taller than I think I want. So, do I have a bunch of slabs in here? I do not. Okay, well, actually, I do. Okay, cool. So let's just give that a try with these, just so that I have an idea of what we'll be looking at. And I am banking on the fact that these are going to, or the copper roof is going to age over time. So I will probably start it there, like that. Making sure this is going to work out. Let's see, I guess I could just use these for now. So then... Okay. Right, I guess I did that to myself, huh? Might have to address that eventually. Let's take a look at it. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. But I think I want them to be actually more... oh, what's the word? I want it a lot more gradual than that. So I think I'll actually do 2 per level. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Take that down here. Let me break this down real quick. Alright, so let's try this. So... and I think we'll just stop it there for now. Don't need these guys. Take another look. Oh, I don't think I ever actually said. I have, I don't know if you actually noticed, but I have a texture pack on the campfires that removes the ash when they're not lit, which is kind of cool. So, do I like that? I don't like the guests. But that is what it is. So, okay, I think that block... Whoop, that block there is throwing me off, but I think that's the angle that I want. Yes, I think what I'm going to do is actually start it here and have it 2 from here and then end 1 there. If that makes sense. if I were to go for you guys, you wouldn't even give me a flag, would you? Okay. So now that I know that this is actually going to work, let me get a little bit more of this worked out. Although, actually, since I'm here, I think I don't want it to be too tall in the middle. Actually, I should say I think I want it to be too tall in the middle, not 3. That should be it. I think that one needs to come down 1, but we can get there later. So in this side, I think I'm going to have the bee hive nest thing. I don't remember which one is which. But that's not actually important. So right now, and I'm going to want this out a little bit, but I think that's a little too close. So I think maybe just have the 3 there. Yes, I think that'll be good. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do next? I guess I will need a base block. So like the block that all of these are going to sit on, like the foundational block. I think... Yes, this needs to come down 1. Okay. What do I want to do for that? Maybe because this is a greenhouse and not like a barn or a giant building or a bigger giant building. Maybe having the base structure made out of like wood might not be a bad idea then. Maybe we'll give that a try. So what wood will work with those as like just the platform itself? I could go with spruce since I have a lot of it. I could also go with oak because I think that's probably a good option. Do not trample my crops. Okay, now you're just in the way. Distractions aside, one thing that I think I will do is I think I will actually have it start here. I think that'll make the window make a little bit more sense, because otherwise it would just have to be too tall, at the very least from here. So at least now it'll be at least 3 tall. And then the same over there. I haven't gotten there yet, though. But there are a couple of things that I wanted to play around with that I want to do on camera, I suppose, because I don't know how they're going to turn out, but I want to show you like the thought process behind why I'm making this choice. So, oh, I thought I had oak here. I have it in my inventory. Gotcha. So, what I want to try, and I don't know how this will work, is I want to try doing... Maybe we'll just do half of that. So, the idea... That might not work here. Okay. Maybe we'll go over here as an example. I might end up pushing all this out just so that I can try this, or actually do it. But what I want to try is having these in the back, and new, take it up there, and then in front of those, we will have these. And the effect that I'm going for, which is completely unnoticeable, I was hoping that using the spruce fence behind it would actually make it look like there's shadow behind it. But I think if I want to do that, I will have to go with... I guess I could try it with dark oak fences and see how that looks. I'll bring those out and give that a try. Give me a second. All right, let's try this. Maybe this will be a little bit more noticeable. And why don't we take it around this corner for now since I have enough. Nope. I think I might stick with it at the very least because this is eventually going to be covered and it might give me the effect that I'm looking for. I think for the flooring I'm going to go with oak. I'm trying not to just mix every type of wood just for the sake of it, but I don't think this is quite the look I'm going for. Maybe let's try acacia trapdoors, see if that looks good. Okay, I don't know why, but I think that actually works better. Huh. Okay. I didn't expect that for some reason. I guess I will just, I think I'll do that then. Although, real quick, before I do want to see if maybe having the spruce fences will look just as good, or if it needs to be those ones. Okay, I think for the look I'm looking for, I think it does have to be the dark oak fences. But that did end up working, or at least doing what I'm thinking it's supposed to, so I'm happy with that. Nice, okay. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that that worked out as well as it did. Let's go ahead and get some of the flooring in. Okay. What if I actually start the stairs in this part? And actually, what if I started the one back? So we'll put those in when we can, but if not, that's not a big deal. So what if I started them there? Now, I think bringing them out here would probably be better. But I will want to bring... I think I'll just start with bringing this front frame out one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll start with bringing the larger frame out one, and then I will see if I want to move this front as well. So this is where I'm at now. And let me walk you through some of the stuff that I changed. Firstly, I brought the outside perimeter out one in basically every direction. On this side, the reason for that being to have the underside decoration, I guess. I kind of had to bring it out. I'm probably going to change, well, I'm definitely going to change the direction of these carts so that this enters towards the middle. Other than that, I made the staircase just a little bit come out more, I guess. And then I put the floor on. I'm going to eventually... I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the podzol or just the coarse dirt for underneath. I'm probably leaning towards the coarse dirt, I think. So, as of now, though, because I had to bring this out one, I think that's going to change how I ended up doing the glass for this section. So, I'm either going to do fences on this block and then glass, like the full glass blocks where the spruce is, or I'm going to do the other way around. So that's going to be the fences and then the glass blocks here. I think glass is going to go on the inside, though. Let's see. What else did I have? I think I want to try, and I wanted to do this on camera because I want to see what that's actually going to look like. I want to try green glass. Let's make it just a couple for now. And let's do it over here. Fortunately, I've got smooth. Why did that... Okay. I don't know if that actually did what it was supposed to. Did that... Oh, that's not smooth. Okay. That is smooth. Gotcha. I will have to remember that for next time. Okay, well, 2 down anyway. As of now, from here, I think I do like it. I don't think it clashes too much with the orange. Plus, when that stuff comes in, or when I put the roof on and it eventually ages, I think that'll look okay. I might go with the tried and true, just like light gray stained glass. I feel like that's usually a very safe bet. I like that one the most because like it's the most it's got a very nice tint to it, but it's not as obvious or it's not as obnoxious with just like the streaks in it. So I don't know. You know, looking more at it, I think I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's good to know at least. But I'm trying to figure out what I want to do as far as like the fences that go in this middle section. On the part that has the foxes anyway. Because that is going to be interesting. So as far as that goes, I could go... I mean, I would like something to tie in the color of the oxidized copper a little bit more. But I don't know if I have... I mean, it's not like they make copper fencing, is there? Do they? Is copper fences a thing? Okay. And I'm assuming... I genuinely don't remember, so... I guess probably not. Yeah, okay. I could do trapdoors. I feel like that'd be a little too much. The grates could be cool. Let me see if I have some. Oh. Yeah, I like those. And when they oxidize, that's going to be really cool. That'll bring that down from the roof. If I could work that into the floor, that'd be good. I don't want to overuse it all over the place. I kind of want to keep it a little bit more... subdued is probably the wrong word, but I don't want it to be like a crutch. So... what else could I do? Let's see... It's more of like a teal, I think. I'm trying to think if there's like a glass that would be close to that. Or if it's just, like, the lime green is out. That's obviously not going to be a good choice. The light blue is probably not good either. I think maybe what I could do... to keep some of the symmetry down is I could do the, what are they called? The copper grates, I think is what they're called. I could do that on just this side. And then on the other side, I could do the fences. Or, nope, I did it again. Fences, or I could do... the trapdoors, maybe? If I did trapdoors, I would want them to be a little bit more sturdy. And not that color. I would want them... the birch would probably look nice. That's kind of the point of this, is figuring out how it works and, I guess just kind of walking through the process that I go through every time. It's a little bit easier, surprisingly, when you're not in a creative world to, like... figure out what you can and can't do. I guess that's kind of like the benefits of having limits on the block palette you can use. Let's do that one. We'll call that good. Because yeah, like if I'm in creative world, I'm probably going to go a little too crazy on the, how do I want to put these up? Let's go there and there, I guess. I think I'm okay with that meeting in the middle. But yeah, so like, I guess in Creative World, because I am, because there's literally all of the choices ever at your fingertips, it kind of makes it difficult to find something that's you're just going to like stick to and build. But in like a survival world, you're very much stuck with whatever you've got, And I think there's definitely, come on. Yeah, there are definitely benefits to that, to having restraints on what you can and can't do. Okay, I don't hate it. I also don't exactly love it. So I think what that means is maybe they need to be broken up. Let's I'm gonna go ahead and put these back up for now, because like I know that that's where they're going, so might as well. Is that more? 2, 4, 6, I think 8 probably. Nice. The sound they make is so satisfying. So how do I want to break this up? What I could do is maybe like Japanese panels where it's like the, I don't remember what they're called, but so you'd have sections of just the 2, break them up, and then I guess I could do a 3 wide section here. And then in the middle, we could do this. Okay, I like the idea, but it needs to be different. I think I need to bring those forward, the trapdoors. And do I like those, or do I like these? I kind of like that. It breaks up the pattern of the wood planks, but yeah, I think the trapdoors need to come forward. Or I need to flip the stairs. Let me try bringing the trapdoors forward. That might make the difference. Let me know if you guys enjoy this kind of episode. We're like talking through the process, because I know I always loved it when the people I used to watch, and still do, would do those like explanation episodes, I guess. And do I want to force those into the... Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to flip those up. I guess what I could do, which is going to make this a little more difficult on myself for no real reason. Let me grab some dirt. But yeah, so let me know if you guys like this this kind of stuff, this kind of episodes, because I really enjoyed them, and that was one of the things I miss about a lot of the YouTube stuff. And I know they don't do terribly well, but... And, I definitely get, like, not wanting to make a video that's, just not going to do well because you want to explain the process of something, and then everyone's like, well, that's cool and all, but what about, like, a time-lapse? Again, I'm not trying to attack people. I love the time-lapses, too. It's just, I don't know, I feel like you kind of miss something with those. So let's get through that a little bit. Let me just flip these around a bit. Okay, interesting. So I do like that, but I kind of think having them back did look better. Honestly, getting hung up over these incredibly minor details is probably the most difficult part of this kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I know you placed like 25 trapdoors, but did you put the handles on the wrong side? What's wrong with you? Like... No one's going to notice that. Like, that's just for me, apparently. Yeah, I do like it pushed back, I guess. Okay. If that's the case, what I might do is maybe just flip the trap doors that are over and under these. All right, and the turnaround. Okay, yeah. Nice. I actually like that quite a bit. So what if I continued that over here, but I did that with the copper so that you could see through it? Well, I'll give it a try. All right, we have a new plan. And that is to actually use the acacia logs for the part that I was struggling with here. I think that might be what I'm looking for. So like that, and then... yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. Let's see about this side. It's gonna be a little bit of an orange-heavy build, which is abnormal for me, but I think I like it. So let's see. Last one here. Yeah, it's a little difficult, I've found personally, to build with the copper, only because if I'm building with it, I'm like, oh, well, you know, in like a week of real-time, like, time, it'll be a different color completely. So I'm like banking on that working out. But yeah, it's very orange right now, but it's good. I like it. Now let me show you this roof design I wanted to do real quick. So I think, oh, I had it figured out in my head, and then I tried it, and I can't remember what it was. I think it's here too, and then let me get some of these down real quick. Should be good enough for now. And then it's here, I think. Not quite. There, and then... oh, that's a lot slower of a decline than I thought it was. Okay, that's a little too slow, possibly? Oh, okay. I now understand what I did. I'll be right back. So I was supposed to start here. And let's go to there. Why not? And then from here... let's see. I will do that for one more. And then... don't recall exactly. Let's double try. Nice. Okay. Right. So that's the angle I'm looking for. But, I have a feeling there will be a lot of cuts in sections like this where it's like, just standing there making villager noises. So I think what I want to do is... okay, I think the easiest way to fix this will be to do that. I'll pick those up later. Okay, I know I'm nitpicking, but I'm going to take all of it down half a block. Okay. That's better. Okay. If they were drastically different sizes, I don't think that would be a problem. But because it's just a single block, I think I might have to change that, because that's going to bug me. Well, this is not the shape I thought it was going to turn into, but I kind of like it. Whole lot of happy little accidents going on, huh? So if that's the case, what I might do is actually take these pillars all the way up to the roof. And since I didn't say it, let me go over just... I don't want to leave anything out. What I did is literally just doubled up all of the slabs. So that's why, even though this is a super awkward place to have a break, because of this, you can kind of hide just about any of those on any level here. So that's what that's about. I think I might have to come back to this another day for me. You guys should be fine. This should keep going. I guess I could just bring it all the way up. Let's give that a try. And there we go. Run back into the field and take a look. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Man, this is not at all what I expected this is going to look like, but I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. Let me do a little bit more fiddling around, and I will be back. Like and subscribe. Little bit of an update for you guys. So I have changed the roof around just a tad, and then I also decided it was a little odd to me having the birch trapdoors on one side and then the copper trapdoors on the other. So I decided I would go ahead and just try alternating them, and I think that's the look I'm going to stick with. What I also did was this front section, I decided to have that as like an open balcony, I guess. Put the trapdoors there so that way I can sort of have that as obviously the center and then go off from there. I ended up, apparently I forgot to bring this backside out a little bit, so that now matches. I think what I'm going to do inside here, because I still want to be able to see into this, but what I would like to do is probably use the full glass blocks, and I think I'm going to go ahead and try the light gray. I don't want to overuse it, but that seems to be like that's going to be the way to go. The other thing is, I wanted to show up here that as of right now, this just comes and juts straight out. But what I think I'm going to do, whoops, is actually kind of try to get this to sort of blend in. So let's say this is like the peak there, and then we'll come in here, and we'll say that goes 2, and then maybe this one comes out 2 as well. Let's give that a look. Hopefully this works out. Yeah, I think I might bring it to the pillar. I think that'll make it look a little more even. I think, honestly, the solution for this, to have this curve look a little better, is just to sort of offset the actual curve from each of the different levels. So it's not like each level sticks at a certain point. That kind of, I think that should blend the curve that I'm going for without making it look like it's just a level difference as well. I really hope that makes sense. I have like an idea of what I'm trying to say, and I know that what I'm trying to say makes some sense. I just don't think I know exactly the phrasing for it. Let's see how this works. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you see how now the curve itself no longer looks as blocky. I think that's because I sort of have the curve change in the middle of each of the layers. So that should... I think that's what makes it look less, like less of a chunky sort of change, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Now I guess it's just to, unfortunately, try to figure out the easiest way to get the glass in without getting all the foxes out. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the exterior is done. Let me walk around here and give you an idea of what we're looking at. So I think I already went over how I alternated those. Closed off the underside. And then for this, I think we talked about that already. Put up a couple lanterns. That was basically the finishing touch for the exterior for now. Eventually I'll get some foliage going around. Inside, currently, I already put the glass up for the foxes. But this is what we got going on right now. Eventually, the snowman is probably going to get moved to where that pillar is, and then blocked off by trapdoors or something. Yeah, that's what's going on in here. Here, it's going to be the bees. We talked about that already. But what I want to do is take you to a... what I want to do is take you to a creative world so that I can show you the difference between the building that I was expecting to make versus the one that I ended up making. So, let's do that now. And we're here. Some minor spoilers for interior possibilities. But let's go over here. Actually, here's fine enough. And let's see, I want... So this is the shape that I was originally expecting I was going to be building. Like, when I set out to build the greenhouse, I was like, okay, well... I know I want lower roofs, and then I was like, well, I probably want like a central piece here. And this is kind of the I guess, silhouette of what I was expecting to build. But then as we just sort of go along, I found that, I really don't need the top, so I can just kind of keep it at this, right? And then obviously the front little bit ended up making the roof kind of circle around a little bit, have a little bit of a semicircle there. And while there's nothing wrong with this, in fact, it's a perfectly good silhouette for a build. I like it. But working off of a plan every single time is going to be, it's going to be really good if you want to be very consistently with like, this is exactly what I want, so I'm going to exactly copy and paste this here. That's basically what I did with the farmhouse, where I had kind of tested out what I wanted to do in a single player or in a creative world, and then took screenshots of what I knew the dimensions were going to be and exactly copy pasted those to the Let's Play world. But for some stuff, you can just kind of fly by the seat of your pants, and it turns out pretty well. Like, I'm probably going to use a very similar silhouette to this one in a different build, but I never would have thought to do just a normal, slightly arched roof with a little semicircle out the front. It just never would have happened. So I hope you guys appreciated that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And from my creative world, I will say thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.